Hello Scorpio. You're entering a cycle where you may realize you need more than you thought. A certain contentment may have given you the illusion that everything in your life was going perfectly, but perhaps that's not entirely true. Of course, you should appreciate what you have, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't aspire for more in a healthy way. There is such a thing as healthy ambition, and unhealthy ambition. Examine your life, the aspects that bring you happiness, and the areas that drain your energy and enthusiasm. If you need to take a few days to reflect or just disconnect from your daily life, even at home, it might be a good idea to clear your mind. It feels like you're going through an existential transition, and in the end, you will have to decide what is best for you. This may mean leaving behind friendships that no longer serve you, people who waste your time, or draining situations. You might already be living a fantastic life, but there could still be small energy leaks that, once fixed, can make your life even better. You'll find yourself in situations where you'll defend people who aren't present and who are being criticized by friends or colleagues who talk too much. You have a wonderful sense of integrity, always centered around honesty, and you dislike injustice. Don't lose this quality, even if it irritates others at times. Forming new friendships can be one of the most enjoyable activities, allowing you to express thoughts you may have kept to yourself with your current circle. This can push you to ask more questions and get to know others better, which will be stimulating and will increase your energy and good vibes. A slightly unsettling piece of news related to work or something you're involved in may come your way. Stay close to the solution so you don't get overwhelmed. Remember, everything is temporary, and recovery will come along with great joy. There are various pressure points on the soles of your feet that reflect different organs in your body. Reflexology is a medical discipline that studies these points and treats them by applying pressure. It's an interesting technique to explore for internal discomforts that you may not be able to identify. Also, a comment about your appearance today might make you feel a bit insecure and could amplify the tendency to see problems where none exist. In your case, your relationship with illness can be quite emotional. For instance, if someone says that a piece of clothing doesn't suit you, but you thought it did, their comment might affect you. Normally, you don't care too much about others' opinions, but today it could touch a nerve. Be careful not to overanalyze minor discomforts. In work, languages might become a priority in a new stage of your career. Unfamiliar languages, like Chinese, Russian, or German, could be necessary for your professional growth, depending on the field you're in. If your company has offices in other countries, you might be considered for a role abroad in the future. This could motivate you to take a course and expand your skills. However, there's no rush. Consider whether this is something that aligns with your long-term plans. For those looking for a job, it's important to stay updated on your area of expertise. Knowledge evolves constantly, and hiring managers tend to prefer candidates who have kept up with new technologies or techniques. So, make sure you're continuously learning and improving. In finances, if you've managed to gain some financial breathing room recently, consider investing your savings in low-risk assets. There are platforms and digital wallets that allow you to save easily with certain guarantees. But before investing, make sure your finances are stable and diversified. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Jupiter and Saturn are aligned in a way that will help you take saving more seriously, and it will pay off in the long run. If your partner is asking for more attention or time, it's a good moment to have an honest conversation. Each of you may want different things right now, but that doesn't mean you're heading for a breakup. It's just time to rethink your relationship dynamics. If you're considering involving your partner's family in a business, be cautious. Money and family don't always mix well, and you don't want to risk straining relationships. For singles, an unexpected moment could be the perfect chance to catch someone's eye. If you feel like approaching someone, go for it. There's nothing to lose. You're in a phase of regulating your energy. You may need to boost your inner strength, which could be tied to your mood or even hormonal imbalances. But don't worry, everything will ultimately work out. Your impulse to defend others who are being unjustly attacked or criticized will stand out. You have a deep sense of justice that should guide your actions. Be cautious about retreating into solitude, thinking it's a safe haven. Life without authentic human connection loses much of its meaning. Sometimes, facing difficulties head-on brings out the best in you. For students, you'll have a wonderful opportunity to give your studies a new boost through an exchange program or collaborative learning. Make use of your school's resources, or team up with someone, even if it's long distance. Studying with someone else can always be beneficial. As for your compatibilities, you have excellent energy with these signs, Scorpio, a strong sense of trust and connection, even if you're physically apart. Virgo, this sign can provide a sense of security, reinforcing your own self-assurance. Aries, there's solid, respectful energy between you today. On the flip side, your impulse to defend others who are being unjustly attacked or criticized will stand out. You have a deep sense of justice that should guide your actions. Be cautious about retreating into solitude, thinking it's a safe haven. Life without authentic human connection loses much of its meaning. Sometimes, facing difficulties head-on brings out the best in you. For students, you'll have a wonderful opportunity to give your studies a new boost through an exchange program or collaborative learning. Make use of your school's resources, or team up with someone, even if it's long distance. Studying with someone else can always be beneficial. As for your compatibilities, you have excellent energy with these signs, Scorpio, a strong sense of trust and connection, even if you're physically apart. Virgo, this sign can provide a sense of security, reinforcing your own self-assurance. Aries, there's solid, respectful energy between you today. On the flip side,